What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Don't forget to check out the rest of the videos on here. Hopefully you guys have been entertained by the videos you've been seeing on the page. We appreciate all the love and support. And definitely this is one that sickens the heart. And I wasn't going to really report on it because it's disgusting to me. But this guy seems to get off on being a disgusting human being. And this is why I didn't respond when he said that disrespectful remarks about Biggie and Tupac. He said disrespectful remarks all the time. And it seems like he does it for attention. And here it is. He got what he wanted. Here's the attention he was seeking so badly. Listen, Kodak Black is so far out of pocket. He knew what he was doing. He's not a stupid person. He's not that bright, but he isn't that stupid. He knows what he's doing. He's trolling for attention. He knew everybody will be talking about him, but you gotta understand, trolling comes at a point of consequence. So he records himself he's on the live stream, and he's talking about Laura London, talking about how he would give her time, like, oh, she available now, but she gonna be, sad for about a year. I'm gonna be there shoulder to cry on and all that stuff. I'm gonna be there for and all that. And then, I'm gonna come move on in, be right there. I'm like, first, that's so stupid to think she would even go for somebody like you. Two, Laura London can get anybody in the game. She don't need you. She's not one of these little thoughts that just made it out of high school. Well, I'm sorry, still in high school. That's the way you like them. She's not one of those type of girls. So, what the stuff you talking about, it ain't holding no weight, bro. It's not holding any weight. And it's sad to me. Know what I'm saying? It's like real sad to me that in people's greatest, darkest hour, you see brothers coming together in unity. You had to come out and be a disrespectful troll. It's always one, ain't it? It's always one. And it would have to be him. He's not that nutty, believe me. He's nuts. His education goes to past second, third grade, but he knew what he was doing when he was doing this. He was getting exactly the response he wants. But unfortunately, that stuff backfires on you. And you keep doing it so many times until you press the wrong one, the wrong button, and it goes haywire on you. And then you see where trolling goes wrong. When you troll about the wrong things, and this is definitely the wrong thing, people are still not grasped. They still haven't gotten hold of Nipsey not even being here, bruh. It ain't been a week. And you over here, playing with it. Playing around like it's some type of game. It's not a game, dog. Well, nobody gonna want to hear your mental illness, and nobody want to hear that stuff when things get real. You know what I'm saying? And what T.I. said is like, look, man, you out of pocket. And when I see you, I'm gonna tell you in your face, you out of pocket. Tip right, you out of pocket. And this ain't because, they was in ATL together. I mean, everybody gonna tell him he was out of pocket. But T.I. was talking about people don't want to address it. People ain't want to address it because they scared of him. People don't want to address it because they tired of giving him what he want. And that's the shine. He want the attention. He want the headlines. He want to get written about. He want to be on with all the websites, TMZs and all that. That's what he want. He want that. He don't want to be on there for songs. He don't want to be on there for some music. He want to be on there for nonsense. And when he gonna realize is that don't equivalent to album sales. It's disappointing to me, really. More than anything, it's more disappointing to me because we gotta be better as people. As people, we gotta understand that there's a line you don't cross. Women and children, we don't do that, bro. We don't do it on no level. You don't see me do that ever. When I'm making videos, you don't see me attacking kids. You don't see me trolling people's kids. I'm with them. I don't even, if they even talking about, the story could be about the kid, I try my best not to even put the kid in the picture. Even though they photos are out there, I try my best not to even mention it. I mean, it's foolery. To me, that's what it is. It's foolery. And it's foolery because... It's foolery because it's like, what are you doing? None of the stuff you talking about, none of the stuff is adding up, makes any sense. It's really dumb. It's like, what is the point? That's what's bothering everybody about it. How? I mean, who are you to sit there and talk about and joke about her having a shoulder to cry on and all that? Like, you gonna play and be her friend? She don't even know you. She don't even know you. And what makes you think she gonna come around you? You ain't even in cap. I didn't hear what the game said. Somebody sent it to me. I didn't have a chance to hear what the game said about it, but I know the game was gonna have something to say. But he's gonna have a situation on his hands. He's definitely going to have a situation on his hands. Unfortunately, it's gonna be something that this dude brought upon himself. I mean, that's a man's wife and she's in mourning. You know, she's got to deal with her daughter who don't understand why her father isn't here no more. You're not too stupid to understand what that means. I don't care what mental illness you talking about, dog. You don't play like that. You don't play like that at all. Listen. You know, like I said, it's a certain responsibility that comes with all of this social media and all this stuff. People get carried away, and they've been getting carried away for a very long time, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. People got to start taking responsibility. There's certain things that I don't even talk about. Like the same guy we talking about right now said that Biggie and Pac only blew up because they died. He actually said these things. He said that, and I didn't make a video. You know that was gonna get a lot of hits, right? If I'd have made that video, that would have blew up like nobody business. I'd have had so many hits. But you know what I did? I said, nah. I said, nah, I'm not going to promote that. And the reason I'm not going to promote it is because I don't need it. That was the way I chose to handle it. I said, I'm not going to promote it because I don't need it. So I said, screw it. I don't want it. I don't want it around me. I don't need it on the side of me. I don't need it doing anything that has something to do with me. I don't need it. I don't need the hits that bad. I wouldn't be talking about this. Only reason, that's why I waited so long. I wasn't going to talk about it at all. Then it just kept building and kept building and kept building. I said, you know what? Let me get it out there because I want people to hear it, because we need to make an example. And this is the point to make the example. But other than that, I am completely away from Kodak Black. I'm not going to give him his shine that he wants. I'm going to exploit everything that he did and make it look like the buffoon that he is. This is a guy who's been told his entire life he was ugly. This is a man who hates the own color of his own skin. He hates his skin. He wants to date a woman that's light skinned, lighter than him. He don't want to date no dark skinned women because he grew up with this insecurity about himself. He don't realize how important his skin is to him. Period. Well, of course, T.I. was going to respond, and I ain't mad at him for responding. Nobody else responding is because they don't want to give him any attention. But now, he's going to have trouble in L.A. for Nope. Don't forget, man, you guys want to support the page, y'all can hit me up on the Cash App. It's your boy Carcino. Or you can click the link in the description box. Leave me a message on the super chat. Hit that donate button. Leave me a message there. And if you want to leave your number there, and when we go live, you want to get involved, let us know. We all for it. I was very disappointed in the fact I was really disappointed in Kodak, because Kodak didn't have to go this route. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't had to go this route. It made no sense for him to do the things he was doing. But people like, it's like those people who can't wait to take pictures and photographs. They can't wait to take pictures and photographs. And when they first get on Instagram or something, they want to snap the camera, snapping pictures. You know, hopefully somebody see them, you know, and give a bunch of likes to their photographs. Taking pictures of food, trying to get their likes up. He's a guy that always felt like he was the underdog. Nobody was on his side. You know, just feeling impartial about everything and feeling like an underdog his entire life. So he made it. He had about one good song that everybody liked. Next thing you know, Kodak Black was blowing up. Then he's been going away from the music. Since then, what has he really did that was hot? Nothing. He went on Hot 97 and gonna snap on them because they trying to bring up his case. They really wasn't. But he too stupid to realize that they weren't even there to try to bring him down. And y'all took up for Kodak and went at Ebro. Ebro trying to set him up. He know the man got a case. I'm like, he wasn't. He wasn't trying to set him up at all. But y'all took Kodak's side. I thought he overreacted times 10, and he did. His album could be on fire. His album could be a blaze. It could be a California blaze. But I tell you this much. As much fire that album is on, nobody was buying it. Nobody was on fire to purchase it. So if nobody's on fire to buy your fire album, then is it really fire? You know what I'm saying? But don't disrespect Lauren London. How dare you? I mean, who would disrespect a woman like that? Like she's some stupid girl that's just like, oh, I'm just gonna cry on your shoulder. And she's got a kid to think about. She's got a daughter to think about. She got family to think about. His family. Everybody's gonna be looking at her. She's got a lot of stuff she's gonna have to do. She's gotta bury her husband's not even in the ground yet. And you talking crazy like this. You know, that's, dude, you way, way out of pocket. Like Tip said, way out of pocket. That's like me coming out disrespecting LeBron James' children or something, you know, or his wife. Come on. But that's, I know that's beyond anything anybody could ever do. You know, women and children and stuff like that, no. I didn't disrespect his son. I did not. Dude, you can't say super protected in hip hop. Period. Nipsey was super protected. Everybody was super protected. Anybody can go. All right, all you guys better subscribe, because we're going to be getting deep into a lot of stuff. I just showed you guys inside the Mayweather gym, boxing. No, I personally think, my personal thoughts on the situation is clear. I think that somebody like Kodak Black should never ever be allowed. You understand what I'm saying? Never ever be allowed to do the things that he's doing right now. There's nobody out there like the record companies. They would normally issue an apology on behalf of the artist. Where the record company that he signed to, saying we're not responsible for these remarks, we do not share his remarks, and such and such. You know why? Because the record companies don't care if something happens to the artist. They like, screw it. Back in the days, an artist said something stupid, the record company would come in, send somebody in there, shut it all down. If you did something wrong back in the day, they'll be thinking of dropping you from the label. If you get shot, they dropped you out. 50 Cent got dropped from his record label for getting shot. He was the one that got shot. They were like, okay, that's it. Let him out the record deal. They let him go for that. So where the record company to come and say, to talk to Kodak, make him apologize, issue a statement? No, nothing. Now that stuff is championed. You get shot, great, sells. You know, it's just ridiculous now, man. It's like the game is foul. They look at you as like cattle anyway, like just nothing but slabs of meat. And then once this one goes foul and can't bring in the numbers, throw it out, grab another piece of meat. It's foul, man. Real foul. And like Kodak would have been shut down. The moment he said something like that, shut down. And I mean, everybody should be like shutting him down right now. From Jay, from Puffy, anybody that's associated with him that's saying rest in peace Nip, I'm telling you, right now he should be shut down. Oh, that party you thought you was going to? Nah, bruh. You ain't going there. Your Cali pass finna be revoked. On the real. Why was it taped? Because he wanted it taped. He knew he was on live. Look, Kodak been doing this for a minute. He knew he was on live. He knew it was going to go streaming. Come on, please. They knew exactly what they were doing. Another Kodak trolling moment. This is what he do. I mean, a lot of people are going to be hot over that. I mean, a lot of people just don't want to give him the time of day because it's the stupidest thing anybody could ever say. The lack of respect, you know, that's the most alarming part about it. If it was something like, let's say, somebody who didn't know any better, or let's just say is a guy that just was random, some guy on social media. Dude, you're an artist, okay? And the fact that you seeing brothers and gang members come together, gang members who ain't never ever been in the presence of each other, and it hasn't been violence. You seen these brothers got together. Crenshaw, you saw people from Mexican gangs, every gang member around, they all walked in unison, nobody hurting anybody. They all came together in unison to show peace. It's united people, because that should have never ever went down. No, what he needs to do is take an L in the pocketbook. Now, when you start taking an L in the pocketbook and make people be accountable for their actions, and see, that's the problem. He's been going around saying all these things, trying to get some attention, using Biggie and Pac name, threw that around, threw a lot of stuff around, just wildly, trying to get these hits, trying to get this attention, trying to get the likes, trying to get everybody on his side. Keep doing that, and eventually you're going to find out how wrong you really were in pursuing that avenue. It's disrespectful, man. It's like extremely disrespectful. Right, and then people like the game and everybody else get to come in and add their 2 cents, but if you look at the gist or the total picture of everything, you start to see in totality that, okay, this is what the real problem is. The real problem was this guy, and he's just wanting attention. But it's like, this is how far you will go for attention, dog? For real? This is how far you will go for, to get some shine? For real? It's just sad. And it's like, what people would do, what levels they would stoop to, just to get some shine, to get somebody talking about them, just to get their names written about in a magazine. I mean, not a magazine, but on the gram or internet. I mean, dude, you could pat your head and rub your belly and get on the doggone, the blog sites. Let your music stand for something. You're supposed to be a musician. You're supposed to be a rapper, right? Let that stand for something. But you want to be the sucker and the butt of jokes. But what's the reason? You know, I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the name is Carcino for Life on the Cash App. You want to donate to the page, or you can click the donate button and leave me a message there and donate to the page. I appreciate all the love and support from the people. I couldn't tell you a Kodak song either, sir. Couldn't tell you one song. And you know why I couldn't tell you one song? Because I couldn't name one person, not one, that listened to Kodak. I don't know one. I mean, what's that chick, Bad Barbie or whatever her name is, the girl who just turned 16 again? You know, it's like, how many times this girl gonna turn 16 years old? And you know, on top of all that, he was messing around with this girl, putting her in his music video like 2 years ago. Now, some of this stuff, like, I'm cool with Atlantic with, but y'all gonna have to take some responsibility for letting people just run amok and do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, they gonna have to take some onus on a lot of this nonsense going on. You feel me? There's a lot of onus that need to be taken here. Well, his record company should have made the apology first, because they promoting this record, and by them not saying nothing, it's basically them saying they cool with what's going on. Like, they ain't got no problems with none of the stuff that's happening, which to me is just ultimately disrespectful. And that leads the next guy to come say something crazy, because he gonna see all the attention this guy got, no matter how far over the line it was, and nothing happened. You know, so I'm gonna be the next guy to say this, and he gonna want to take it further. Then everybody's doing it, right? Everybody's being stupid and doing things they shouldn't do, don't have any morals about it. And then somebody get hurt, then people gonna be having their hands in the air saying, we got to stop the violence. Well, we having people out here trying to stop the violence, but you got nonsense that want to try to get publicity off people trying to stop violence. They not seeing the bigger picture. They only looking at it for themselves. I mean, the guy's on borrowed time in the hip hop game anyway. Now who gonna want to with you? I wouldn't do a song with it. Hey. Oh, his California pass is revoked. Well, people Listen, people know right from wrong. You gotta understand that. People know what they're doing. Some people do things looking for sympathy, and they want no accountability for anything. That's the thing that irritates me the most is that they were doing it seeking attention. People would do some of the dumbest things in the world just seeking attention, and that's the part of social media I hate. People would do the dumbest thing in the world just to say, "Look at me." I still don't can't get over people taking pictures of food. I still haven't gotten the gist of that. And I mean, it's not like they even prepared the meal. It's like, look what I ordered at the restaurant. It's like anybody can get that if they go to the restaurant. Did you prepare it? What is special about this meal? Oh, you don't like what I'm saying, Lewis? All right, I feel you. So, a lot of people feel that way, but me, I feel different. I feel that situations are the gravity of situations. As a human being, you know better. You know that's not something you should be saying. You know that that's a moral compass that you should be possessing that should kick in right away. Like nobody had to tell me not to do that because I knew it was wrong. That's what I'm saying. You know right from wrong. You know why people love to say mental illness when something goes wrong? No, it's amazing. Nobody mentions the fact that you got mental illness when you were making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Nobody mentioned mental illness then. The moment they do something wrong, oh well, he's kind of got mental illness somewhere. No, there should be some accountability. That's what's wrong with this new generation. Nobody takes no responsibility for anything, no accountability for nothing. Drives me insane. I don't want to tell people what to do. I don't want to be that person to tell y'all what to do. Look, if y'all want to support that guy, y'all go ahead. If y'all say y'all don't care what he's saying, but to me, I wasn't buying his music. No way. Now I would never buy his music. If y'all agree with what he said and how he said it, that's like the worst thing ever. That says a lot about your character. Says a lot about your character. I mean, real. I don't want to tell people what to do. I'm just saying, if that's the way you feel about the situation, then definitely it's going to be it's going to be one of those situations that play out differently. Like, if you going around supporting and listening to the guy like, oh, he didn't apologize for nothing, he just went on about his business, and it's just like you condone it. You condone that type of behavior. I don't. That's just me. I'm old school. You don't have to take some accountability. I wouldn't want to associate myself with somebody who think like that. He probably thought he was being funny. I'd be like, what was so funny about that? This woman just lost her husband. You know, she's got a daughter to think about. She got all these things going on, and you over here joking at her expense. You think she need to be dealing with her name being thrown around on social media right now and something stupid when she's got to try to bury her husband? Let that sink in. No, it's just people do too much for clout. It just, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, I'm out.